Morning, TikTok, and good morning, YouTube. Task, nothing there, nothing there. Kathy, LDTC from 40 to 58. Nice trade. Yeah, I saw that, Terry. Looks great. Bob, 42 to 59. Good morning. Good morning to everybody on YouTube and TikTok. Let me clean up my filter here. Good morning, Sheila and Kathy over there on YouTube moderating for us. And good morning, TikTok. Well, what did we get? Well, just prior to 7:30, we got our 7:30 press releases came out, and one of those was LDTC, and we read that off to the Wolfpack first before we went live here, and that stock did pretty well, had a nice, very quick run. Now, we're talking about a 4-minute run. It was very quick. It went from 32 cents to 58.9, and then it's back to 50 again. So it was up very, very quickly, but we did have some folks take advantage of that. So congrats to everybody that grabbed that very quickly and got in and out. Now, let's take a look at some of these other ones that we've been horsing around with this morning. ZEO, Z-E-O. The ticker symbol was LDTC. It was a quick up and quick down. Typical penny stock on press release. Very typical. Now, whether it pushes back up again up to that 60-cent range, who knows? So let's take a look at some of the big volume runners this morning. RIME, that one pushed up really nice early pre-market this morning. The stock closed at 9 cents on Friday. It's sitting at 11.8, so it's not gone up tremendously, but it's up about 29% right now. RGTI, of course. RGTI has been pushing up since 7 o'clock this morning. That one closed at $4.38 on Friday. It's sitting at $5.26 right now. But since 7 o'clock, it's been climbing. It's been on a nice, steady, slow, nothing dramatic, but a nice, slow, steady climb. Coco, good morning. Then we've got ZEO, Z-E-O. Hopefully, a lot of you were jumping into ZEO in early morning pre-market this morning. That stock closed at $1.35 on Friday, and right now it's sitting at $3.15. Beautiful climb in early pre-market. Duo. Nothing there. Let's see, what other one? IPHA had a nice little climb, but kind of fell apart. LDTC, the one I just talked about, it did manage to get itself back up to 55, but it's struggling a little bit right now. MRM was another one early this morning. That was a big run from Friday. If you guys remember that call out on Friday. Let's see, what time did that take off, right? That was about 4:30 on Friday. Discord mentioned that stock on Friday. I wasn't live, of course, on Friday, but that stock ran from $3.05 to $8.48 in a very short amount of time, about 20 minutes. It was a beautiful, beautiful climb. So we've had some good runners this morning. Look at LDTC. We just popped back to 59. This might pop over 60. Let's see what it does. We called this stock out right at 7:30 on the press release. It was at 32 cents. I don't know where it's going to go, but it should be fun to watch. Let's see if it can get another big spike upwards. Good morning. Got any advice for a young guy? Save your money. I know that sounds pretty boring, but if I could tell my younger self a piece of advice, I would say stop going out every weekend and spending money like there's no end to it and blowing it all, and bank as much money as you possibly can, because you never know when an investment opportunity is going to come along. And if you don't have any cash to take care of that opportunity, then you're missing out. Save, 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 save. Kiki, good morning. Yes, the book will be back out on the website again. I'll do that. I'll probably do that today. I don't have anything on my schedule today. So I'll probably do that today. I'll get it back on the website. And it's just like I mentioned before, it's just a beginners. It's a book for beginners. It's not meant for anybody that's been trading for a while. You're gonna, if you've been trading for any length of time at all, the book is not going to be helpful. But if you're brand new to the space and you've not ever traded before and you're kind of interested in getting started in online trading, the book would be perfect for you. It's a very quick read. It's a paperback. Probably a quick reader probably could burn through it in about 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes. It's not a long, thick paperback. I'll bring a copy of it. I'll have a copy of it with me this afternoon when I do the 4 o'clock trading session after hours. Yeah, the book is it's out of stock right now. I have the book listed as out of stock on the website, but I'll change that today. I intentionally I'll intentionally I took it off because I was traveling in my RV and I can't mail out books while I'm in my RV. So I took it off the website. I didn't want anybody ordering it while I was away. I don't have a big office staff taking care of that stuff. Yeah, I have thought about a volume two, a follow-up book to that for intermediate traders, intermediate experience. But I just haven't. It's writing a book. I don't know if any of you have ever written a book before, but it's very time consuming. It's very, very, very time consuming. All right. LDTC, we're back to that 58 spot. 59, can it break 60 finally? There it goes. Finally broke 60, 61 and a half. Beautiful. Another press release here on LDTC. LDTC enters into amendments to credit facility and bridge financing offering. We'll see how far this one can go today. What one was at 32? That would be LDTC. That's the one we're watching right now. It was at 32. It's at 62 now. 65. It's up 102% off of that call out. That's 100. Well, it's 105 now, 106. That's 106% increase after the call out. We didn't call it out in the middle of it. The second that press release came out, we mentioned that stock. Now, whether anybody took advantage of the whole 100% run or not, who knows, but would it be helpful? Yeah, I think so. Kiki, I think it would be helpful for, it's just a lot of terminology, explaining things, candles, what the body of the candle means, what the wick means, so just basic stuff. But I think it can be pretty helpful. iPhone still holding LDTC. Nice. 30% for me, not complaining. Beautiful. Up 148%. The Wolfpack has got it, baby. 153% now. But I'll put the book back up on the website today. I'll do that today. I'll put the book back up for sale today on the website. 153% now. 150, 152, 154, 158, 163. This baby is getting some juice. iPhone says I'm out. LDTC 43 to 78. Nice. Very nice trade. Todd 34 to 74. Caught it clear at the bottom when the call out happened and took it all the way to 74 cents. Beautiful. Nice. Over 100%. He scalped off over 100% off of that one. So nice. Engineering 55 to 80. Nice. Bagman, good morning. Anybody else here on TikTok or on YouTube taking advantage of that call out? Although you missed the call out because we did it with the Wolfpack before we went live on TikTok and YouTube. So you might have missed that one. But I hope not. I hope you were paying attention and were able to catch that even without us. Hopefully you did. LDTC got a little bit of a pullback here. A lot of selling going on around 80 cents. Oh boy, look at the results coming in here from the Wolfpack on our message thread. Let's see. Ron, 61 to 77. Very nice trade. Carlos, 49 to 79. Davo, 49 to 77. Ken, 60 to 83. Looks like everybody is eating this morning. The Wolfpack, we hunt together and we eat together. Nice. See, that's a beautiful thing about hunting together as a pack. We all get to reap the benefit. Bob, 47 to 63. Scott, 48 to 78. Let's see. SMCI still pushing up. That dropped right at 7 o'clock this morning, down to 46. It's back to 48 now, so it's been climbing pretty nicely. Nice little scalp there. Ken, 44 to 74. Wolfpack is eating nicely this morning. Kathy is still in LDTC, holding on. Trying to get some more Frankie money. I know what you're doing. LDTC. Let's hope that pops back up at 80. There was a lot of selling going on at 80 cents. Ahmad, good morning. Let's go back and look at LDTC. 86, up 183% right now on that call out. And let me just remind you, that's 183% after the call out. We call them right at the beginning. As soon as that press release hits the market, we are on top of it. 188% now. We've got about 8 minutes here, well, 7 minutes until we get our 8 o'clock press releases, and hopefully you guys can be a part of the 8 o'clock press releases. If you can stick around long enough. We're up 184% on LDTC. Just dropped a little bit here. Could this break $1? That'd be one heck of a climb, folks. That would be one hell of a climb. From 32 cents to $1. That's pretty amazing. If it can do that, I don't know. We're not too far off. We don't have that much further to go. I joined last Friday. Lightning, all you got to do is go to the website, my friend. If you're subscribed on the website, go to the website, click on Zoom, join the Zoom. It's up there in the menu bar. Click on that Join Zoom Live tab, and you're in there. Scott, 280, round 2, 82 to 90. Scott is scalping them off. I love that. And I hate that term, scalping. I use it a lot, but I like to think of it as I'm taking advantage of a penny stock. It's not taking advantage of me. I'm taking advantage of it. And I'm paying myself for my time and effort. $190%. 193%, 198%, 202% on that call out. Are you part of the Wolf Pack or not? Love it. Beautiful. We hunt together. We all enjoy the benefit together. Beautiful. 202%. Mr. Casanova, good morning. Over on YouTube, Kiki says, one of the most favorite things about you is the pride you show when a member does well. It's infectious. Well, that is what excites me the most. That's what makes me the happiest, is when I see Wolfpack members taking advantage of these call outs and just banking some really nice money. Even if it's only 10, 20, 30%, it's still a lot of fun to watch. Sammy, LDTC, round 2, 80 to 89, taking off another little piece of profit. Darn Good says another crappy 200% call out. One of many, good morning. Money, good morning. So what do you guys think about the whole YouTube situation, or YouTube TikTok situation? I heard there was some congressional hearings or something, and they're talking. I also saw an article, and I don't know if it's BS or not. I think I saw an article about Disney buying TikTok. Did anybody hear that? Anybody see an article like that? I was scrolling through social media and I saw an article about Disney buying TikTok. Anybody else see that? I hear rumors of Microsoft, Oracle, Disney. Lemonade is taking over. I don't know. Now, let's go back to Zio. Remember Zio back up over 3 now again at 315. That one's up 134%. LDTC now at 228%. 235%. iPhone, LDTC, round 2, 275 to $1. Nice. LDTC. Big B got it from 50 cents to $1. Beautiful. Patty, round 2, 73 to $1. Look at that thing, 250, 270%. Oh, what a beautiful Monday morning. What a beautiful Monday morning. Round two, 80 to 109 for Samantha. Nice trading. Very nice. Yes, there was news on LDTC. Let's see. Program failure. Nothing there. And let's see. 293% now on LD. 302%. Oh. If it wasn't happening live, you guys would never believe it. All right, let's see what we got. SATL. SATL. Let's see, what's this one? We got a press release here. Expands contract with Satellogic to drive company's oil and natural gas production. Little press release on SATL. Press release here on WKSP. I'm not seeing anything on that one I like. BNOX, BNOX. Positive results from a phase 2 study. BNOX. BNOX. Ken, round two on LDTC, 94 to 124. Let's take a look at Rent. We've got to announce his third quarter financials. Not getting any attention, no volume. Looking to see if any of these other press releases, I got a bunch of press releases, but I don't see any of them that need immediate attention. ELAB, ELAB, ELAB announces FDA regulatory pathway for an obesity drug. Market likes obesity drugs. ELAB. ELAB. Public safety. Reflecting frontline feedback. Let's see any GRRR. GRRR. Let's take a look at that one real quick. GRRR price target change on this one. There's also a press release. They launch self-branded AI GPUs in groundbreaking partnership with EdgeCore Networks. FRSX. Tier 1 supplier to distribute Foresight's technology and products, revenue up to $7 million in South Korea. That's on FRSX. Looks like they've got a distribution agreement there on FRSX. Popped up a little bit, but there's not much volume on that stock. Not to say volume's not going to come in. Might be one to take a look at though. FRSX before it runs, if it's going to run. You always want to catch them before they take off. MGTX, granted FDA regenerative medicine. MGTX, granted FDA regenerative medicine therapy, advanced therapy designation for one of their drugs. So it popped up a little bit, but again, it's one of those with no volume. Let's see, what else do we got? Rent, that one's coming down. A lot of press releases here. Firm, nice. All right, let's take a look. LDTC, we had that one up over 300%. El Miami, LDTC, 39 cents to $1.20. That is one heck of a percentage return on investment, my friend. That is awesome. That is beautiful. How many screens do you have up? I have 3 monitors, 30-inch monitors. So I'm able to get quite a bit of information on those 3 screens. I've thought about having tiered screens where I have up above as well, you know, just fill the room with screens, but you really don't need that much. That's kind of really overdoing it. Nobody needs that many screens. Silver Fox, good morning. When you're trading 1 or 2, maybe 3 stocks at a time, and I would never recommend doing more than 3 at a time, but that's just my personal opinion. But if you're doing 1 or 2 stocks at a time, why do you need 8 screens? You know, it's just, that's way overdone. LDTC now at over 300%. MGTX. MGTX granted FDA regenerative medicine designation. We already knew about that one. How about, let's go back and look at some of these other ones we mentioned. GRRR. GRRR. How many of you went and looked at that one? When we read off that press release. Hopefully a few of you did. Hopefully a few of you were paying attention. All right, let's go back. Do you ever try to short it on the way down? No, I don't ever short. I never short stocks. Maybe some of our members may short stocks. I don't know, but I don't. All right, let's go back and look at some of these press releases. Out of the press releases this morning so far, LDTC has done by far the best. That one's went over 300%. MRM, not doing so good right now. WKSP, not really doing anything. SATL, let's take a look at SATL. SATL. SATL is popping up pretty nice. SATL. If you'll recall, SATL, this one came out about 9 minutes ago. So you would have been with us on this one. This was part of the 8 o'clock press releases. They got a contract with a Satellogic to drive the company's oil and natural gas production monitoring. I don't know if you guys remember that one, but if you were paying attention, you went and looked at it. It's going up pretty nice right now. What else do we got? It's up about 27%. All right. GXAI pulling down, IPHA pulling down, QBTS pulling down, MRM not doing so much. LDTC trying one more time. Duo still pushing up. DUO, that one's still pushing. GXAI, IPH. There's so many stocks running right now. Penny stocks are just on fire, doing very, very well. WKSP, kind of stuck. MCRB, trying to push up. This one was off of a press release from about an hour ago. So you guys wouldn't have been with us for this one. This is the one that the FDA granted them breakthrough therapy designation. And it spiked up on the news. It did really well on the news. It went from about 82 cents to $1.23, and then fell hard. And it's been kind of going sideways since, but it looks like it's trying to push up again. SMCI pulling down. Super Microcomputer pulling backwards. Rent. Nothing there. A few more press releases. LDTC now at 319%. We just went to $1.40. Unreal. Unreal. Unrealistic, isn't it? Jump in a stock at 32 cents and have the darn thing run all the way up to $1.40. Isn't that insane? Unbelievable. SBFM. SBFM with a rocket ship. Not seeing any rockets here. Looks kind of dead. $9,000 shares traded. 9,500. But how many were able to catch it at the bottom? Well, I don't know. Let me put it this way. The stock's at 32 cents. The press release comes out that's driving this. We read the press release within the first 15 seconds. Within the first minute, of that stock, it went from, well, actually 31. It was at 31. I misquoted. I said 32. It was at 31. It went from 31 to 47. So within the first minute, everybody could have gotten in. Again, remember, we call it out at 32-ish. It's the second it comes out, within 15 seconds. So there's another 45 seconds there that price is between 32 and 47. So how fast could somebody get in? I don't know. And in the next minute, 1 minute candle, it dropped down to 39. So again, there was opportunity from 39 on. So if you were inclined to jump in, let's just assume that you were inclined to jump into this stock on that press release, from 32 cents to 39 cents for 2 minutes. You had an opportunity for 2 minutes to make your decision between 32 and 39. So potentially you could have jumped in, even on the high end, you could have been in at 39. Let's go one further. Let's say 40. You could have been in at least at 40 cents. That's 2 minutes after the call out. So that's plenty of time to make your decision. I want some of this or I don't. So I would say most people that made the decision quick were in at least by 40 cents or maybe a little bit less than 40 cents. And then to ride it from that to $1.48, it's up 380% right now. How much profit was that? How much of a return? That's well over 300% increase. So even if you didn't jump in immediately, and I'm talking within the first 45 seconds of the press release, let's say you waited 2 minutes. 2 minutes. That's a long time. If you waited 2 minutes to get in that, you're still up 300%, over 300%. So I kind of like that. I think that's Kathy, LDTC, 50 cents to $1.50. Barry got in late at 122 and made 21%. It's up 357% right now. But, I know there's people that, the press release comes out and they don't jump in right away. They might wait for a little while. The stock ran up a little bit and then it pulled back a little bit. There's a lot of people that jumped in on the pullback right around 50 cent range. I mean, I've been reading off people's Wolfpack members, their entry and their exits live here for you as they're posting them. And a lot of people jumped in at 29 cents, 35 cents, 40 cents, 45 cents. And of course, not everybody holds on the whole 300%. A lot of people will get up 100% and lock in profit. Yeah, I mean that's brilliant. I mean that's very very smart to lock in profit when you're up 100% on a stock. Nothing wrong with that at all. Now we're up 412%. So the takeaway here, and I'm not trying to say that all the Wolfpack members made 400% on this stock. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that everybody had an opportunity. Whether they took it or not, that's up to them. But everybody had an opportunity to be in this stock under 50 cents. And whether they jumped on it, totally up to them. And everybody had the opportunity to ride it until right now and be up 400% on their investment. Now, did everybody do that? Of course not. People don't. Nobody holds for the whole run. That very very seldom will you see that. Every once in a while, you see somebody who's very stubborn and will not let go, and they make an incredible amount of money. But the main thing is. The main takeaway here is that everybody had the opportunity and they knew about it. Nobody's coming in late to the game right now that's in the Wolfpack and is looking at this stock going, oh my God, this thing's up 400%. I wish I would have known about that when it started, because they all did. Now, whether they took advantage of it or not is up to them. But everybody knew about it. SATL for Pinky, 489 to 538. Another beautiful call. Randy, LDTC, 143 to 169. See, there's another person that, played it multiple times. Got in, got out, locked in a lot of profit, got in again, locked in a bunch of profit. Round three, this is Todd is saying round three. So this is third time in this stock from 119 to 169. That's a nice grab right there. That's beautiful. Scott, round three, 154 to 168. Nice little money grab there. Like that. 470%. Oh, always be sure to take your profit on the way up. Always lock in profit on the way up. LDTC round Miami round two, 120 to 167. Nice. Even if you just scale out on the way up, that's never a bad thing. Scale out on the way up. Sell 25%, 50%. Let it go up a while, sell off another 20, 30, 40%, half. Kind of fun to have over 400% runner on a Monday morning. Multiple 100% runners, if we count in some of these other ones. Not a bad morning. Not a bad morning. Yeah, the rug pull on these can come very fast, and that's why we always stress with penny stocks, you got to play them like penny stocks. You can't play these like long-term investments. This LDTC, for example, this is not Google. This is not Amazon stock. You don't play it that way. You do not play it that way. You play them like penny stocks. They go up, they come down. You get in quick on the press release, you get your profit off of it, and you get the heck out of it, and you move on to the next one. You don't stick around. They do not go up forever. Let's take a look at SATL, still pushing up. We had some folks making money on that one. Let's see, G-Wave. G-Wave popping a little bit. Awarded a contract, G-Wave, G-W-A-V, G-Wave. Look for that one to pop over $1. That one is hot off the press. That is about 30 seconds old, that press release. G-Wave, G-W-A-V. You can't get the press releases much quicker than that. If you can, wherever you're getting them faster, you need to be there. And you need to let me know how you're doing with them, because that is incredible. Let's go back and take a look. The stuff we got here at 825. We just got a bunch of them here at 825. Over 400% on this sucker. Love it. Yeah, I think I earned some bacon this morning. Richard, LDTC 122 to 172. Nice. Thank you, Lance, for answering that. Yeah, I play pre-market. I play the press releases. Press release comes out in pre-market. If you've been trading for a while, you know, vast majority of the press releases that these companies put out come out in pre-market and after hours. Some do come out during the trading day, but not very many. So I like to play pre-market on those press releases and after hours on the press releases. During the day, I don't trade much. I don't trade much during the day at all. If I'm bored, I'll sit around my computer and look at some stocks or maybe buy a few. But for the most part, you know, from 7 o'clock until 9:30, 2.5 hours. That's it. And then a little bit in after hours, an hour, hour and a half in after hours. I don't sit and stare at the screen all day long. That's too boring. And if you stare at the screen and you try to trade all day long, all you end up doing is giving back all your money. You make a nice chunk of money during pre-market, and then during regular hours, you're trying to trade, you're trying to make something happen, you're trying to get into something, and you end up losing money and giving back everything you got. So just play for a few hours in the morning, make your money, and then get out and enjoy your day. But again, you know, trading is very subjective. Everybody has their own way of doing it. Everybody's got their own style. Everybody's got their own shtick that they do to, you know, the kind of stocks they like to buy and technical analysis they look at and all that. And it's all great. It all works. If it works for you, it works, right? What works for you may not work for somebody else. The trick is to find what works for you and stick at it. Because that's what matters. And the way I play penny stocks, the news, I'm in if I like it. If I don't like the news, I don't touch it. If I like it, I get in on the news, I ride it up, lock in profit, and move on to the next one. Press releases come out at 7 o'clock, 7:30, 8, and 8:30. 9 and 9:30. Every half hour, the market releases a bunch of press releases. Now, some do trickle in between the half hour marks, but not many. BTCM Mining completed the first phase of an acquisition in Ethiopia. It seems a little fluffish. So we're going to get our 8:30. If you guys can stick around for just a quick second here, we'll get our 8:30 press releases. $48 to $170 for S&D Home Goods. Nice. All right, we're going to get our 8:30 stuff here. Thank you for sticking around with us to give you those 8:30 press releases. Normally we're offline, off TikTok by now and YouTube by now, but we're going to give you, because I'm in the Christmas spirit, and we're going to see if we can give you some 8:30 press releases. TAOP, TAOP, non-binding letter of intent to acquire Yunti. Take a look at that one. TAOP, TAOP. That press release was about 5 seconds on my screen when I read it to you. TAOP. Don't know if it's going anywhere. Don't know if it's going to go up or if it's going to go down. I'm not telling you to jump in when I read you a press release. I'm just reading a press release. I'm just telling you TAOP has a press release. The price went up a little bit. Take a look at it. You make the decision whether you think it's going to keep going or not. But the main thing is you know about it. You know to go look at that stock, where other traders may not know to go look at that stock right now. Now, like I said, it may amount to nothing. But that's not what matters. What matters is that you know about it, that you had the knowledge that that stock had press release, and you had the knowledge to go look at it when other traders may have completely missed it because they didn't know that there was a press release for that stock. It looks like that's about the only one at 8:30 that looked like it had any chance of popping up. So let's go take a look at it. TAOP. $40 to $46.6. TAOP for Bob, 44 to 54. We're up 81% from the call out. You see how this works? Kiki got it from 40 to 54. B. Carter, 838 to 56. Up 90%, 46 to 57. Scuba, 38 to 55. We're up 102% from the call out. Dawn, 42 to 57. iPhone, 40 to 59. Darren, 43 to 57. Now remember, penny stock, play it like a penny stock. You don't hold these things forever. You don't hold it expecting it to go to 400%. You do not do that. If you got in on this thing in the 40s and it's up to damn near 70 cents, that's a 30-cent increase. You had to have been up at least 70% or 80%. And if you're not thinking, I probably should lock in profit, I'm up 80% on my investment, you really got to rethink what you're doing with penny stocks. Steve, 46 to 56. John, 41 to 65. Pinky, 40 to 62. Oh, the wolf pack. Kiki, 40 to 54. Oh my gosh. So that's two over 100% runners while we were live with you. Peter made 50%. Richard, 43 to 63. Beautiful. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. Steve, 46 to 56. Ken, 43 to 62. Man, I love this. Love this. Love it. D-Rock, 39 to 60. 43 to 63. Wolfpack. Oh my gosh. Happy, 44 to 63. Remember, play them appropriately. It's up 108%. You can never count on these things running 100%. 100% run on any stock is very unusual, and it's rare, and it happens a lot with penny stocks. It happens a lot with penny stocks, but you can't count on every single one of them going crazy. So you have to trade accordingly. You have to decide, okay, if I get into this, and you need to know this ahead of time before you ever buy into this stock. You already know what your trading plan is. If I jump into this and this goes up and I'm up 40%, I'm going to lock in my profit, because 40% ROI is really, really good, or 50%, or whatever the number is for you. Maybe the number for you is 20%, but you got to get out of these things. You cannot ride these things forever. Penny stocks, we all know this. Penny stocks go up and they come down. This stock is not going to continue running all day long. It might go up, like LDTC, for example. It went up over 400% this morning. That's really unusual. How many times do we see that? It's unusual. So don't ever stay in them expecting 100%. So when you get in, lock in that profit. I can't stress that enough. Lock it in. So you tell us when you go in. If I get into a position, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Now, a lot of times I am busy reading press releases. A lot of times, the press releases come out on my scanner, and I might get 20 of them. And the very first one I read is the one that I see moving the fastest. I'll read that stock off to everybody and call out the name so everybody can jump in and take advantage of it if they want to. But in the meantime, I've got 4 or 5 others that are moving very quickly as well. I don't have time to go trade that first stock I called out. I've got 5 or 6 other ones that I need to get called out, because not everybody will jump into the first one I called. They might jump into the second one or maybe the third one. But I owe it to those people to call those out. So I can't stop calling out stocks for myself to trade. TikTok wants me to verify my account here. There we go. If I take the time on the very first one I call to trade it myself, by the time I get back to my scanner, there might be another really great one on news that is now a minute old, and it's already up 60%, and everybody missed it because I was trading myself. So if it's a really slow day and I don't have a lot of press releases and I get a really good one, I'll jump into it myself because I know I don't have any other press releases to worry about. And in that case, yes, I will tell everybody I'm taking a piece of this, and I'll call out my price. And the same way when I get out, I always mention my exit, or try to. All right. So for all of those of you that were just kind of wondering what this whole Wolfpack thing was about, and you've been with us here since we came live here this morning, we have given you 2 stocks that you've been able to take advantage of. LDTC, of course. And I think that was sitting around 60 cents when we finally went live on TikTok and YouTube. It was sitting around 60 cents. But even from that point on, there was 300% left in that stock. What else? And then, of course, TAOP that we just gave you. That one went over 100. So you get kind of the idea of how it works. The press release comes out. I call out the press release, the stock, and I usually, the ones that I see moving very quickly, and I think the press release is really going to move the stock pretty good, I call those out several times. Like TAOP, I'll say TAOP, go look at TAOP, TAOP. I'll keep repeating the ticker symbol for everybody that missed it and didn't hear me say it the first time. And those are the ones that I think are pretty hot. And as you can see from some of the results, people are making money off of these. So that's kind of how it works. And hopefully you were able to take advantage of a couple of those. So we'll be back on again on TikTok and on YouTube at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock this afternoon, 4 p.m. Eastern time. And we will start calling out after hours press releases if we get some. Some days we don't get very many, and sometimes we get a lot of press releases, but nothing good in any of them. But we'll be back on at 4 o'clock. And for those of you that are, we announced this morning on our live stream this morning early. For those of you that are involved in the crypto arena, if you're involved in meme stocks or crypto, whatever, if you're kind of familiar with that environment, the Wolfpack is going to be launching here in the next week or so, hopefully within the next week. I'm not sure if I'll get it done before the end of the week, but maybe by the weekend at least. We're going to be launching a new coin. We're going to have our new, this has been a long time coming, natural evolution of the Wolfpack. Wolfpack is going to have its own meme coin. And really, there's 2 reasons behind this. The main one is I think it's going to be a lot of fun. That's really the number one thing. I think it's going to be a lot of fun having our own meme coin out there on the market. Should be a blast. Something that the Wolfpack community can call its own and enjoy and have fun with it. And the second thing is it might be an investment opportunity. Who knows? You never know how a meme coin is going to do. It could be a complete flop and not do anything. But then again, it could go viral and you never know. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a blast. I'm really looking forward to it. So it should be good. I'm going to give you more updates. I'll give you a few more updates at 4 o'clock. this afternoon. Every day I will update everybody on the progress, where it's going to be available. It'll be through Solana and all that. I don't have all the details worked out yet. I'm working on that, but it is coming. And I want to definitely, I'm going to say it again, definitely want to assure everybody that this new coin, this is not, let me say this loud and clear for everybody in the back row to hear me. This is not a money grab. This is not a rug pull. This is a legitimate thing for our community. It's not intended to be a money grab. It is not intended to be a rug pull of any sort. This is going to be a legitimate coin for everybody to play with. It's just not going to happen. Now, I can't control, I've said this earlier this morning, I can't control what other people do with it. Celis, SLS, announces overall survival and overall response rate data from a phase 2 trial. Now, it's tanking, so you might want to pay attention to that one, see where that one's going to go. Let's see if that's an overcorrection or not. SLS. And then we have SONN. SONN announces top-line safety data. Top-line safety data on SONN. SONN. Now that one also straight up and straight back down, but keep an eye on it because it may, after this initial pullback, it may start climbing up, but at least you know about it. SONN. All right. So it's time for us to get back to the Wolfpack. You guys have a great trading day. Have fun with it. I will see you at 4 p.m. if you can make it. And hopefully you took advantage of that 400% runner. What was it? 470, 460 or 70% at one time. SONN, the one I just told you about to go look at, it's starting to push a little bit. It's up 19% now, 23% now, 24% now. So hopefully you took advantage and went over and looked at SONN like I told you. 475%. Nice. All right, so take a look at SONN. We gave that to you the second that press release came out. The stock started off at $2.05, and we just hit 268 with it. It's at 250 right now. So you guys have a good trading day, and I will see all of you at 4 o'clock if you can make it. Have a good one.